Every etching I do is unique because you never know quite how it's going to turn out. I get an idea in my mind when I see a composition, it's like, yes, that's it. Each piece becomes unique in itself, and that inspires me. It's a technique not many people do because it involves using acid, which is not friendly towards the environment. You know, people don't like using acid, but I like it because it creates, especially with nitric acid on a zinc plate, you can get really interesting techniques. Because I've been here, I've got the feeling for the place. So I'm basing it on a photograph I took, but it's only roughly based. I've got the idea of how I would like it to look as an etching, and these will be very, very light in comparison to each other. Actually printing it takes a lot, especially with my bad hands, and I print them all by hand on my etching press, which is over there. I've developed arthritis in my hands and osteoarthritis, hence the weird shape of my hands, and I'm concerned that that's going to affect the printing of my etchings and even creating the etchings. But you know, I'm still glad I'm here and I have hands, so I make the most of them while I've still got use of them. I was born on the Isle of Man and I absolutely adore living here. There's so much inspiration everywhere for my artwork. A lot of my work is based around the views and people. I've painted portraits of my sons and of my husband, Shane Lucas, who's also an artist.
Have we had an exhibition? Yes, indeed, several. And yes, it both went quite well. We sold quite a lot of things together. No, I've never done any etching. No, although I do encourage you, because I realise that you are extremely good at it. And so I do encourage you all the time to do more work, because sometimes you get a bit lazy and you don't do it.
That's true. Our two sons are very musical, so that's another art form. And all of them support my artwork incredibly. So even though we might be, as Quentin described, a dysfunctional family, the artwork pulls us together. I decided to be brave and ask the Isle of Man Arts Council for a grant. So when I actually got a grant, I was like, whoa, this is a bonus. And that inspired me then to actually start creating the work because it gave me some confidence, which I was seriously lacking in. And it's been very intense because I've enjoyed doing each piece, and each piece is very intense. It takes a long time. It's quite a long process. And I just put my heart and soul into it. So it's a little, I feel quite vulnerable because it's like my whole personality is on the walls behind me. It's called Come Up and See My Etchings and Other Bits. It's based on a traditional phrase that old people like me used to use. The best goal for today would be that somebody came to see it. Anything else will be a bonus.
So my mum lacks a lot of confidence in her art and in herself as a person. So I feel like for her this is quite a big milestone because she was nervous to ask for the grant to do it in the first place. She was nervous to go ahead with it. But she did, and she's here now, and I know how meaningful that is to her, and I know how much that's going to improve her confidence.
success comes through what people think are small comments but mean a lot to me. If somebody likes something, that is a real bonus. And I produced a booklet called Relapse and Recovery, and one person bought one book, and to me that meant everything, because they were going to put it in a place where other people might identify with it, and that was better than selling all my artwork. My goal is to stay alive. I've got this far, having had many incidents in the past where I could have died, and so my goal is to carry on enjoying life and creating if I can.
What's the message that you would like people to take from your work?
Maybe to view things in a different way, things that they might normally take for granted, they might look at differently. That would be nice.